Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. So today we are going to start new chapter, that is second chapter in mathematics, linear equations in one variable. Okay, linear equations in one variable. So before starting the lesson, we will just know the information, or we will just decode this name of the lesson, linear equation in one variable. So what is a linear? What is linear? Okay, in mathematics, linear word is used for line, L-I-N-E, line. So, but in algebraic, so this chapter is related to algebra, okay. So in algebraic expressions, so in this chapter the linear word represents degree 1, okay, degree 1. I will tell you what is the degree, why I am taking degree 1. So you just remember what is a linear. In algebraic expressions, we will call the linear as degree 1. I think you know about equations. Okay, so we will discuss in this chapter. Okay, so variable. What is a variable? Variable is nothing but unknown quantity. Unknown quantity is called as variable. So before knowing this, we will take one simple example. Okay, one simple example to know this sentence clearly. Okay, it will be clear to you. So taking an example, so if I ask you one question, okay, if I ask you to take one number, I said take one number, any number you can take on your own. Okay, you just take a number on your own. So I don't know exactly what you have taken, so I will take that number as x, isn't it? I will take that number as x. So if I add 2 to this number, my question, okay, if I add 2 to this number, you should get the answer as 35. Okay, this is my question. What I have asked? I have asked you to take a number. So I don't know the number, so I have taken that number in x. Okay, I can take either in A, B, C, okay, anything, any alphabet I can take. So behalf of taking other alphabets, I have taken x. Okay, so I have taken that number as x. As I don't know the number, I have taken that number as x. So I ask you to add 2 to that number so that you should get the answer 35. So that you should get the answer 35. What is my question? Take a number, add 2 so that you can get the answer as 35. Now I am actually calculating the number. So then what I will do? I will keep this number here itself and remaining I will remove. How? X, here 2 is adding, so I am subtracting 2 on both the sides. Okay, so subtract 2 on both the sides. Why? Because here 2 is in addition, so I have to keep variable here itself and remaining I have to remove. Okay, so x plus 2 minus 2 is equals to 35 minus 2. Okay, plus 2 minus 2 will become 0. So here remaining is x is equals to 35 minus 2, isn't it? So how much I will get after subtracting 2 from 35? So subtracting 2 from 35, I will get 33, isn't it? This is the actual number what I have said you. Now if I change the question, take number 33, add 2, how much you will get? So I am taking 33, I am adding 2, I am getting 35. Behalf of the direct question, I have asked you indirectly. Take a number, add 2 so that you will get the answer 35. Isn't it? So these expressions you have solved in your future, in your past classes, isn't it? So now, why I have subtracted these 2? Why? Because here 2 is added. So here I have to keep this variable and remaining I have to remove that. So because of that reason, here it is plus 2, I have to remove plus 2 from minus 2. So plus 2 minus 2, it will become 0. Here 35 minus 2 is 33. So 33, it is my actual number. So see here 33 plus I have added 2, so that I am getting answer as 35. This is how we will find the actual value. So here what we did, we have assumed the number. Here we have assumed the number. In what form? In variable form, in alphabetical order, in alphabetical form. So these alphabets, okay, the unknown numbers which have been taken in an alphabets are called as variables. For this variable I can take anything, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, anything I can take. But normally, generally, basically I am taking that as X. Okay, if I ask one more variable, I will take A or B or Y, anything else, isn't it? So this is the variable. So here in this situation, we are having 3 terms. Okay, so here this is term 1, this is term 2, and this is term 3. What are the terms? The terms are the combination of coefficients, variables, and degree. So now what is degree? Degree is nothing but any, okay, here in the power of x, if I don't have anything, then it means the power is 1. We have already discussed about powers and exponents in your previous class, isn't it? So here this power, these exponents, this power is called as a degree. So what is a degree? Highest power of an expression or an equation is called a degree. So here in this situation I am having one variable, here I don't have any variable, and here also I don't have any variable. These term can be converted into, these two terms can be converted into single term. Why we are converting these two into one single term? Why? Because these both the terms are like terms. Why? They don't have any variable. They are constant coefficients. So because of that reason, I have directly got answer as 33, isn't it? So this is called as variable, this is constant coefficient, this is also constant coefficient, isn't it? So if I give you a question like take a number and add 2. Now tell me the number. How you can tell me the number? We can't say the number, we can say it on our own. It will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, anything else, isn't it? Without actual knowing the answer, how I can say, without actual knowing the proper statement, how I can say the variable value? I can't say. So because of that reason, it is called as expression. Okay, I think you understood the difference between expression, and this is called as equation. Okay, there is a difference between expression and equation. Expression is directly being given, it is in confusion, it is in confusion way, it is in question mark. But equation, it is not in question mark way, it is having a proper solution. It means that which expression is equating to some quantity, that expression is called as equation. Understood? So generally, basically, this is expression. Why? Here we don't have equal to some quantity, equal to symbol, and some quantity we don't have. This thing not be equated to any other quantities. Here this thing is being equated to some quantity, either it may be 0, 1, 2, 3 or any other number. So whenever we are getting equal to symbol, whenever this thing is equated to some other quantity, then it is called as equation. This is the difference between equation and expression. Here also the degree is 1, isn't it? Before this we don't have any number, therefore the coefficient, here we will call this as coefficient is 1. This is called as constant coefficient, as it do not have any variable. Okay, so this is how we will differentiate between expression and equation. I think you have got what is a linear equation in one variable. You can see what linear. I just said you, if expression or equation which is having degree 1, it is called as linear. So here we are having degree as 1. I have told you the definition of degree. What is the definition of degree? Highest power of expression or an equation is called as degree, and that degree is the power of variable. Here variable is not there. So here it is, the degree will be 0, and here we are having the variable. In this we will be writing the power as 1. So the power value is 1. That is, the degree of this equation is 1. So because of that reason we are calling this as linear. What we are calling equation, we are not calling expression. Expression is given in such way. It don't have any equal to symbol. It is not equating to some other quantities. So here we are equating to some other quantity. Because of this reason we are calling this as equation. Now tell me, in this thing or this thing, our chapter is dependent in this. Why? Because equation, we are telling about equation, not about expression. So we are not taking consideration. We are taking these in consideration. Okay, expression we don't want here. Why? Because it didn't given in. Okay, the expression should be converted into equation by equating to some quantity. If I don't have, I can equate it by 0. Isn't it? So now, in how many variables? In only one variable. Understood? In only one variable. It means unknown value will be only 1. Unknown value will be only 1. If I give you one example, if I have 5 apples and some other bananas. Okay, if I have 5 apples and few bananas and my total number of fruits are 10, then can you tell me how many bananas are there? 5 apples. Bananas value I don't know, but total fruits value is 10. So removing 5 from 10, 5 apples from total 10, I will get banana value as 5. Isn't it? Isn't it? So on equating the quantity only we are getting the value. Okay, so here we are asking only about one variable, that is bananas. Apple value he already given. If I ask, I have some bananas and I have some apples, total value is 50. Now tell me how many bananas and how many apples are there? Insufficient question. Isn't it? It is not proper question. How some apples, some bananas, total are 50, then I can take one apple, 49 bananas. Either I can take one banana, 49 apples, 48 to 2, 48. Like that I can take any value. I will get unknown value. Any value I can take depending upon the total. But I won't be getting proper value. Isn't it? So this thing is depending only upon one variable. It means that in this chapter we are discussing about only one variable. If we are finding the value of anything, we will be finding only one variable's value. That is, either it will be x, it may be y, it may be p, it may be anything. If I give you one more equation, y plus 2 is equals to 10. How many variables are there? Only one variables. What is the degree? We have to check the power. Greatest power is 1, so therefore it is called as linear. Degree is 1, linear. Before y is multiplied by what? Nothing, so therefore 1 is there, so coefficient of y is 1. Okay, behalf of y which we have is called as coefficient. This is constant coefficient. Now what I have to do? I have to remove these 2 from here, so I have to subtract 2 on both sides. Y plus 2 is equals to 10, subtracting 2 on both sides. So y plus 2 is equals to plus 2 minus 2 is equals to 10 minus 2, removing 2 on both sides. So plus 2 minus 2 will become 0. Y is equals to 10 minus 2 is 8. So actual value of y is 8. See here, 8 plus 2, it will be 10. So like this we will be finding the value of variables. Whenever he had given equation, not an expression. Whenever he give equation, whenever I ask you or in textbook he will be giving equation. Why? Because the chapter name is in chapter name itself says I am giving you about the equations which are only in one variable. So such type of questions he may be asking. Here we are having 3 terms. Now I think you have understood what is term. Term is a combination of coefficient, variable and degree. Here we don't have variable now, sir. So if you don't have variable, I can write x power 0, anything power 0 will be 1 only. How? In next class, whenever we will be discussing about parts and exponents, I will be telling anything power 0 is equals to 1. How it is possible? Okay, so like this, it is having variable and degree will be 0 here. Greatest is 1, therefore greatest value will be taken as degree. Greatest power is taken as a degree. So therefore, it is also having. So because of this reason, so remember one thing, term is being divided by addition and subtraction symbol only. If I give you like this 3x, now can you tell me how many terms are there? You can say we have only one term. It is multiplied by 3, yes, but it is called as coefficient and here it will be having, okay, degree. Okay, so here we are having only one term. If I ask 3x plus 2y, can you tell me how many terms are there? Here we are having 2 terms. Why? This addition symbol or subtraction symbol divides the term in different parts. Okay, so remember thing, the terms are being divided by only addition or subtraction. What about division, sir? If I have x by 2, how many terms are there? We have only one term. How I can write? 1 by 2 into x I can write. Here degree is 1, this is the coefficient. Okay, the thing which is been multiplying, that is not a term, that is called as coefficient. Isn't it? So this is the thing what you have to remember. So what I have said, the terms are being divided by positive and negative symbols itself. Multiplication and division symbols don't divide the things into the terms, isn't it? So if you see plus or minus, then plus symbol and minus symbol only divide the term into 2 to 3 parts. Okay, so this is the thing what you have to be remembered. We have just recaptured this what we have discussed in previous classes, in your further past classes, in 7th class, 6th class. So this is the basic thing what you have to get in your mind. Okay, so now let us do some more examples, few more examples, so that you can. And now, is it clear? Is it clear to all? What is, why he had given the chapter name, and what is the exact meaning of linear equation in 2 variables? Linear, who has degree 1. Equation, it means that it is equating to some quantity in one variable. Here we want to find only the value of one variable. Okay, one variable value we have to find, isn't it? So like this, we will be having different, we can take different examples to solve the problem. Okay, let me take one more example. Okay, if I ask p minus 2 is equals to 32, I asked you to find the value of p. Then how you will find the value of p? First, let me tell you whether it is an expression or equation. Yes, absolutely it is an equation. Why it is an equation? Why? Because this thing is equated to some quantity. Because of this reason, this is the equation. Is it a linear equation? Yes, absolutely. Why it is a linear equation? We have to check the variable. Here it is a variable. In the power of this variable, we have 1. As we have power highest 1. So therefore, the degree of this equation is 1. As the degree of this equation is 1, it is called as a linear equation. How many variables are there? Only one variable. What is that one variable? P. So therefore, linear equation in one variable. It is a linear equation in only one variable. Here variable is P. Here variable is P. Now I want to find the value of P. How we will find? Very easy. Okay, for what value of P? When I will subtract 2, I will get 32. Okay, for the value of 34, if I subtract 2, I will be getting 32. Isn't it? It means that P value is 34. If we are taking directly, you can take like this. P value, if I take value of P as 34, if I remove 2 from 34, then I will get exact answer as 32. So directly doing in your mind, you can tell the answer. And one more way is, till now how I have said, P minus 2 is equals to 32. We have to convert this, we have to take variable here only, and we have to remove others. Okay, so here we have extra minus 2. For removing this minus 2, what I have to do? I have to add 2. So that minus 2 and plus 2 will become 0. Now adding 2 on both sides. I think you have understood. Here we have subtraction symbol, then we have to add. If we have addition symbol, then we have to subtract so that it will become 0. Okay, so p minus 2, if I add plus 2, this whole thing will become 0. So if you add plus 2 here, then you have to add in right hand side also. If that is equals to 32 plus 2. So 32, 2 plus 2, plus 2 minus 2 will become 0. Therefore, p value is 32 plus 2, 34. This is the normal solution. How you can find the value of variable. Okay, so this is what about addition and subtraction symbol. If you have multiplication symbol and a division symbol, then how you have to do? Okay, it is also same. Easy. Okay, let me take one example. 2a minus 4 is equals to 16. 2a minus 4 is equals to 16. This is my one more example. I have taken one more example here. Okay, now I want to solve this equation. So how I will solve? How I will solve? Okay, so first I have to check what is the degree of this equation. Now, what is the variable? Here variable is, isn't it? Here the variable is a. We don't know the exact value of a, isn't it? So now degree is 1, therefore it is a linear, as it is equated to some quantity equation. Here we are having only one variable, therefore one variable, isn't it? Now we have to solve the value of this whole thing. I have already told you, we have to keep the variable and we have to remove all. As if how it is possible, you have to do like that. So here what I will do, 2a minus 4 is equals to 16. First I have to remove this 4 here. I have to keep variable and I have to remove this minus 4 from here. So what I have to do for removing minus 4, I have to add plus 4, isn't it? If I add plus 4, then plus 4 and minus 4 will become 0. So therefore 2a minus 4. So here what? Adding 4 on both sides. Adding 4 on both sides. So what? The equation will become minus 4. So here plus 4 is equals to 16 plus 4, isn't it? So plus 4 and minus 4 will become 0. So what is the remaining? 2a is equals to 16 plus 4, it will be 20. Isn't it? 16 plus 4, it will be 20. Now, do we got the value of exact a? No, we didn't got. Why? Because here 2 is multiplying a again. Isn't it? 2 is what? Multiplying a. So for removing this multiple symbol, what I have to do? I have to do the reverse of it. It means that I have to divide that. So here for removing this 2, how I can? By dividing 2, I can remove that. By dividing 2, I can remove, isn't it? 2 ones are will be cancelling. Then I have only, it will be left with only single a. I will be getting exact the value of a. So here, I think you have understood. Here we are having multiplication symbol in both 2 and a. These both combinationally called as one term. 2 is the coefficient of a. So because of that reason, now what you have to do? Divide 2 on both sides. Now, why we are dividing? Why? Why? Because 2 is multiplying with a. Okay, 2 is multiplying a. So for cancelling that, for removing that, for finding the multiplicative inverse. Okay, multiplicative inverse, we have to cancel that. So 2a divided by 2 is equals to 20 divided by 2. Here 2 ones are, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So remaining will be a is equals to, if I divide 20 by 2, if 20 divided by 2, 2 tens are 20, directly I will be getting answer as 10. Hope you all understood this problem clearly. Okay, so this is how you will find the value of the variable which he had given in the question. Okay, this is the thing what you have to solve. So these are just a few examples which I have said to you. So We can do this in a form of diagrammatical way also. If I take one rectangle, isn't it? If I have taken one rectangle, okay, the length is, for example, 2a, length is 2a and breadth is 2, you know, L, length, and here B, breadth. Okay, always remember one thing, the line which is longer, L for longer, the line which is longer in the rectangle is called as length, and the line which is shorter in the rectangle is called as breadth. Okay, which is longer length, shortest breadth. We can take this as a width also. Okay, so if I have given this, okay, if I have given you perimeter of rectangle as, if I have given perimeter of rectangle is equals to 20, okay, if I have given you perimeter as 20, then if I asked you to find the value of length, how you will do? You know the perimeter of rectangle, 2 into L plus B, 2 into L plus B. Why we are getting 2 into L plus B? See here, L plus L, B plus B. So L plus B plus B. So 2L plus 2B. If I take 2 common here, I will be getting 2 into L plus B. What is perimeter? Adding all the borders. Adding all the borders is called as perimeters, isn't it? So here perimeter value is 20. I have to substitute here 20. So 2 into what is the length? Length I have taken 2a plus what is the breadth? It is 2, isn't it? Now see here, this is whole multiplied, 2 is whole multiplied by 2a plus 2. So 2 is multiplied, if it comes here, it will divide. It means that I have to divide 2 on both sides. So dividing 2 on both sides. So 20 by 2 is equals to 2 into 2a plus 2 by 2, 2 will cancel, isn't it? So 2 ones, 2 tens, so 10 equals to 2a plus 2. Again I can take 2. So here now removing this plus 2, what I have to do? Plus 2, for plus 2 I have to add minus 2. So subtracting 2 on both sides. Isn't it? So 10 minus 2 is equals to 2a plus 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2 will become 0. 10 minus 2 is 8 is equals to 2a. Now again here 2 is multiplied by the variable. So what I have to do? I have to divide 2 on both sides. So 8 by 2 is equals to 2a by 2. 2 ones are, 4s are. So a is equals to, I have got the value of a as 4. So if I want to find the length, then I have to multiply this 2 into a. So 2 into 4, that is 8. If I take in centimeters, I have to write centimeters. If I didn't take any units, so directly I have to write units. So compulsorily, if you are measuring the length, width, height, anything else, if you are measuring any quantity, you have to write the units. Okay, so this about this lesson name and some examples we have discussed it today. So we will be discussing few more examples and we will be solving more 2 to 3 solutions. We are adding 2 to 3 equations in this in our next class. So thank you.